Welcome to Year 3's session on locating Greece, and we're going to be doing some geography this afternoon, and we are going to explore that location. I've got my explorer's hat on, I'm all ready to go. I've got Mr. Ludlow's sunglasses on. He lent them to me, but I'll have to take them off because I can't see what I'm doing. So let's get rid of those to start with. Hope you like the colour. Beautiful. Right, so let's have a little look. We are going to talk to our partner or an adult. Talk aloud. It's really good for your learning. Share what you think you know about Greece. And we've sort of touched a tiny little bit on it yesterday, but have a little think. If you've heard of it, or if you've thought about, where have you spotted it? What have you seen? What have you done? And so pause the video and have a little talk. Right, hopefully you've had a chance to do that. Now, it's not a problem if you haven't, because you're going to learn everything as you go, okay? And we'll add to stuff that if you do know something, you might learn something new, which is always nice. So we've got a little short video for you here, and just a little tiny introduction. Let's watch that.
Greece is a mountainous country located in southeastern Europe. It borders Albania, Macedonia, Bulgaria, and Turkey. The Rhodope and Pindus Mountains form natural barriers with its northern neighbors. The Aegean, Mediterranean, and Ionian Seas surround Greece, giving it one of the world's longest coastlines. The country has more than 2,000 islands, and Greek life has traditionally revolved around the sea.
Okay, very short, as I said. Just gives you a little bit of an insight. So where in the world is it? It did say in that video, if you were listening out for it. Have a little talk about that. Pause the video, see if you can remember. It's in southern Europe, okay, and hopefully you got that. So it's really important to listen out. There's a flag up here, and it is a blue and white flag. It has a cross in it, and it has some stripes. Now, that is the Greek flag. You're going to be looking at that one today, and you're going to have a little chance to colour that in. It's a beautiful scene here in Greece. Absolutely wonderful. Looking out onto the sea. Some very, very strange and rather wonderful windmills there. So we're going to have an atlas work recap. If we were in school, we would be getting the atlases out and having a look. But if you've got an atlas at home or maps, always go and have a look at them. They're really interesting. It's a way to keep your skills up. So if we're looking in an atlas to find a place really quickly, where's the best place for us to look? Where's the best place for us to go and have a look? You're right, hopefully you're right. You've got the contents at the back of the book, and they're listed in what order? What order are they listed in? Do you remember? They're in alphabetical order. So you've got your list of the alphabet with all the place names of the countries through that. So that's really useful. If you're in school, you would be doing that. You can always have a look at it, as I said, or if you've got chance to put that into the internet and have a look, just put the name into a safe Google search, and you'll find satellite pictures and map pictures. It's it's a whole new world out there when you look at it online. But we still obviously need these skills as well. Need to learn how to do that. Here is Greece, and the got the 3 seas here. There's another one up here going between Albania and Italy. We've got the Ionian Sea, which is goes up onto the west coast of Greece. To the south of mainland Greece, we've got the Mediterranean Sea and the Aegean Sea. The 4 countries that surround Greece are they're land joined here. There's a border here. Are Albania, Macedonia, Bulgaria and Turkey. And you have, so there's 4 different countries there that are attached by land. They have a border, and if you notice here, there's an awful lot of little white dots out here, and there's a rather large one at the bottom here to the south. Okay, you've got a key here, and we're doing measurements in maths at the moment, and this one says that this length up to here is equivalent to 100 miles, and the one underneath, it's giving you that in kilometres. And if you look at this island here, you could probably estimate how many miles you think it is to get from the west coast of this island to the other coast, which is the east coast. Roughly how many miles do you think that is? How many kilometres would you think that is? So you'd have a little pause the video and have a little go at that if you'd like a little further challenge. It's always good to join up that learning. Another bit of joined up learning. Who was Atlas? What is the link between him and this work, especially if we're in school? You're right, it is. Looking at our book yesterday, Atlantis, it's Atlas is the first son of Poseidon and Plato. Do you remember that? And he was the oldest son. So let's have a little go through. We'll keep going. You're going to be using a coloured pencil today. Oh, another thing that I wanted to mention to you is when we're looking at maps, the blue, if you're going to choose a blue, if you're going to choose a colour to do the sea, maps pretty much always show the sea in blue, or water in blue. There's some lakes up here that are also in blue. So don't be tempted to do land in blue, because otherwise it's very difficult to tell the sea from the land, and that's a really important thing in geography. Okay, so make sure you're colouring in the right, using the right colours. Today you can use any colour for your land, but the sea needs to be in blue. So you're going to colour your country, the country of Greece, and there's lots of little bits and pieces to colour in there. And then once you finish, you can have a read of the activity sheet on the geography of it's a resource, a reading resource activity, and there's a map on there as well for you to have a little look at. It's got this map at the bottom for you to look at. If you can print that out, that's great. If you can't, just use it off the internet. Just have a look at it and try and use it. Look at the shape of the country. What do you notice? What do you notice? Here is Greece with the shape shown in black. What are those tiny little dots? What would we call those? Hopefully you've got that right. It is the islands. There's lots and lots of Greek islands, and the coastline, so the beaches in Greece are extensive. There's over 1,000 miles of beaches, and the beaches are beautiful because the weather is really nice. Getting a bit hot with this hat on. Whew, it's beautifully hot. You can use it as a little fan afterwards. Okay, so lots of islands there. So you're going to try and colour those in as well. Don't worry if you can't do it. It gets a bit, there's lots of little tiny ones, but have a go. So just to recap then, you're going to have a map like this one. This is going to be your main map, and you're going to add in your little islands. You've got lots to put in, and you're going to add information. You're going to write in the countries around the ones that are joined by land. It's a little bit tricky to come down here and work out here which bit's land and which bit's water. If you start from here, this side on that bit there, that's not water on that map, by the way, that's the land. You can just about see, coming around from this way, that the water goes up into there, and then it's all the way around this edge. I love the shape of this. It looks to me like a little paw or claw or hand coming down, if you look at it slightly upside down. I always like to find shapes in maps and things because it helps you remember. And then coming round, you've got another slot of water that comes up in here and round. So these would all be beaches, and they would be absolutely amazing. And in here, it's like, yeah, it's some really nice shapes in there. So have a little look and get your colouring going. Your mission today is to include all the word bank words. We've got word bank for you at the bottom of your activity sheet. You're going to label and colour in the border countries. That's the Albania, Macedonia, Bulgaria and Turkey. And that's the order. I'm trying to remember this. And that's the order that they go round from left to right on there. And that can be quite useful. You're going to try and find the city of Athens. You're going to be able to put in your labels for the seas. There's 3 seas and the mountain range as well. You might want to add some of the smaller islands, and then you can colour in your flag. Use your hot tip, which is to get that resource sheet out and really look at it and study it carefully. Okay. Here's your activity sheet. You've got your flag to colour in. Be careful, they're a bit tricky. Yeah, you just have to follow. It's actually on one of your worksheets, or go back and pause this and have a look at that one. If you see the top line there is blue and the top corner here is blue, but then as it comes round it makes the other sort of part of that square, and then it's white. But here it's really easy to just carry on those lines, but you will lose the cross. And I've seen this been done in previous times, and it really messes it right up. But if you go across the top to start with, it sort of works out a little bit easier if you just go straight the way along the top, leave that gap, and keep going and have a go. Okay. Greece is located in southern something. What's the word that's missing there? Find Greece on both maps. This is the tiny version of it in here. Here's the UK, and we've got the Europe, and we're in sort of northern part of Europe. We're still in the land, although we've come out of the European Union. We are still in the land masses that are known as part of Europe, like Norway. Exactly the same now, and we're in the southern part, which is down in this area. And you can see all the little dots, you can see all the islands in there. Okay, so it's telling you to do the countries again. It's just giving you information on what you need to do. And here's the Pindus Mountains, Mediterranean Sea. You should have all the information on there. So I'm going to let you go and get on with that. And hopefully you'll enjoy that this afternoon, exploring Europe and finding Greece. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye now.